back to Everyday Kentucky, an initiative in Montgomery County to preserve the legacy of Nancy Green, the Pancake Queen.
The Nancy Green Project will produce a culinary scholarship for minority students living in Montgomery County and a road marker honoring the Pancake Queen. Joining us to tell us more this morning is Candace, Minnich, and Ivan Ralls. We appreciate y'all being here with us.
Thank you for having us.
So tell us a little bit about the project, because it is a big deal keeping someone's legacy on for forever, you know. Tell us about this project.
We began the initiative last year and started off with a pancake breakfast, which you guys covered for us at that time. We wanted to honor her legacy. Being from Montgomery County, Nancy Green was born in Montgomery County into slavery March 4th, 1834. And we wanted to preserve her legacy in our hometown. And so since that time, we've developed a culinary scholarship. We're actually having a spring festival next month in Montgomery County, and we just want to continue to educate the community, children in our community, about who Nancy Green was and what she meant to America. She was America's first living trademark. She survived slavery, segregation, Jim Crow laws, and went around the country promoting the pancake mix that ultimately made Quaker Oats and now Pepsi Company, gazillion dollars. And she's the face, and she was she portrayed that image, but she was so much more than pancakes, and we really want to highlight her and continue to talk about her so that she's not forgotten.
So let's go back. Who was she? For those people at home that have no idea, what's the full backstory on her?
She was the original Aunt Jemima. Mm-hmm. So she was born and raised, like I said, in Montgomery County, and then moved with a family to Chicago and helped raise two small children. And her pancakes were known all over the community that, my caretaker makes the best flapjacks. Well, the father of those children was actually in connection with R.T. Davis, the milling company, and he had bought a bankrupt mill and was trying to perfect pancake mix. And it's our opinion that she's the brains behind the operation, and she went on to sell 50,000 boxes of pancakes at the Columbian World's Fair in 1893, and that kind of kicked it off.
So tell us what this means for the community, because clearly it has everyone coming together.
Yeah, it's a situation, as Candace said. Candace came to me about 2.5 years ago saying she had seen a story on TV and she was really intrigued by it because, there's only a year difference between me and Candace in age. And when we were coming up through the public school system there in Montgomery County, we never heard anything about Nancy Green. Of course, Aunt Jemima was on our table every Saturday morning. We were all Saturday morning eating pancakes. Had no idea that the likeness or the image of Nancy Green was who was portraying it, and she was born right there in Montgomery County, somebody of a humble beginning that went on to do great things. And so we want people to understand who Nancy Green was. Not only Nancy Green, the spokesperson, but she was also a philanthropist, and she was involved heavily in Chicago with the formulation of some of the Baptist church entities up there. So it was more than just, hey, she's Aunt Jemima, the Pancake Queen. She was so much more, just like it could have been any one of us that were born there in Montgomery County. And we want kids in the community to understand that it'd been no different if she was Muhammad Ali, born in Louisville. Everybody knows who he is. Right. We want everybody to know who Nancy Green was and that she was from our community.
So there is a culinary scholarship involved in this, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
We do have a culinary scholarship. We kind of got to the game late last year, but we raised some good money last year. We were very proud of that. We have $9,000. We also have a commitment, an annual commitment from Community Trust Bank for $3,000 annually. So we're partnering with Maysville Community Technical College, and they have an associate's degree, a 2-year degree, that basically we can pay for 2 years for someone's college, and that's our goal. We have expanded that culinary, media, or communications. Any student that's going into that particular field, they would be someone we'd be looking at.
And there's a festival too coming up as well. Let's talk about that.
Oh yeah. So we've got the festival Saturday, March 25th, and it's going to be in our courthouse square. I felt it was really important for us to gather in the community right there. The historical marker that we had approved through the Historical Society, we're actually going to put it right in the middle of the courthouse square in October once that's implemented. So we want to continue the tradition of putting or having the festival there in the courthouse square. We've got performances all throughout the day, musical performances. We're having a junior chef competition. Very excited about that. And how many vendors right now?
I think we had, I think it was 15 last that I've seen, and that's got food truck vendors and other little boutique pop-up vendors there as well. We have Deborah Falk with Kentucky Humanities is going to come and do a rendering of Nancy Green, the story of Nancy Green. Later on in the afternoon, the actual festival is going to be from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., but then the Gateway Regional Arts at 5 p.m. is also going to have an additional program that has some historical perspective and some historians to talk about it for folks that want to come and learn more about the Nancy Green story.
Okay, final wrap up. Tell us the time, tell us when, where, and all the deets for the festival.
Okay, Saturday, March 25th from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. in the Courthouse Square in Montgomery County.
And if someone is still trying to volunteer or donate for the scholarship, how can they do so?
They can reach out to me directly, or they can also reach out to the Mount Sterling Tourism Department. Tracy Pierce is overseeing that. She's the director, and she can certainly help them. One thing I really want to tell you guys very quickly, we were able to get the superintendent of Montgomery County Schools to approve Pancake Day, because her birthday is Saturday, March the 4th. And so this Friday, March the 3rd, we're having pancakes in all the schools in Montgomery County.
I love that.
And we do have a Facebook page, the Nancy Green Project Facebook page.
Yep.
You can get on there, and there's a QR code that you can donate to the scholarship. If you can't make it to the festival, there's a way that you can give back and help somebody with further their education.
Perfect. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you all
Thank you
for
all.
having us.